All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Kakodash. It's your brother Elder Bishop Ayathan back at you with another video. I want to say double honors to the apostles and shalom to the elect brothers and sisters out there. This is going to be a quick video. This is a video that popped up on my feed. And yeah, man, just wanted to do a quick video on it because these YNs, they don't care anymore, man. They don't care. They serving these women, you know. These women out here playing these games with these jakes out here, you know, having 3 or 4 men, one's paying the bills, you know, the other one's taking them on vacations, the other one's doing that, thinking that they're going to play this game. And these jakes, they don't care, man. They wasn't raised on New Edition and Ralph Tresvant and all them R&B groups that the older generation was raised on, you know, taught not to touch women and treat them like a princess and all that. They're not on that tip anymore, right? Because when those days were around, you know, you had a mother there, but the father was there as well to teach, you know, never hit a woman and protect women and do this and that for them. But these women, through what they asked for, you know, feminism and being strong and independent and being able to sustain themselves without a father in the household, what they've done is they raised up monsters, just like the scriptures say. They raised up the monsters that cannot control their emotions, you know. And I'm gonna say this emotion right here that this man is experiencing, that's a natural emotion. The Most High himself is a jealous power, and he built that jealousy inside of man because it's a regulator, you know. Matter of fact, what I mean is when that justice kicks in, when that jealousy kicks in, it drives you to commit justice. Because according to the biblical law, you know, let's just go into it. First of all, let me read this right here, right? Because I got it queued up. This is Proverbs 6 and 34. It says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance." So when a man is jealous over his woman, meaning she slept with another man, she gave her body away, there's a spirit of jealousy that engulfs like a fire that sparks in that man. And there's nothing you can do. All he sees is red. He blacks out. There's nothing you can do. There's no amount of money you can pay him to change his mind, you know. And you've seen the stories in the past of men that have went and, you know, committed their own justice against their women, who's cheated on them or divorced them and went with another man, you know. They'll sort their life out. They'll write letters to everybody. They'll say goodbye. There was one recently. I can't remember the situation, but I remember that his woman cheated on him, or she left him, and he went. He said goodbye to his boys. He said goodbye to his family. He told them how much he loved them, and the next day he went and he did what he had to do, and he offed himself as well, you know, because he knew that you know, they were gonna lock him up for it. But these men, when that spirit is in them, they don't care, you know. Especially these YNs nowadays that have been raised in these single mother households, they don't have emotional regulation. So when they find out the woman is you know, getting smashed by somebody else, they can't control that. They can't control it. You know, the older generation, they could, you know, a lot of them did what they had to do, but for the most part, they just had a broken heart. You know, got themselves together. You know. Worked out, stepped themselves up, got a new job, stepped it up, got a new girl, and just moved on, you know. But these jakes these days, man, these YNs, they on a whole different thing, you know, because that illusion about that illusion of that innocent woman is destroyed. Especially these OnlyFans and all this shit, you know, thirst traps, and these dudes don't give a shit. So let me play this video, and then let's go into some more scriptures after that. But let me play this. Let me get some sound going. Hold on.
Let's give him a show. Come on, tell these motherfuckers how you been cheating on me. How I been paying all the bills and your ass I ain't fucking another nigga. Nah, come on, come on.
And that's how they do, man. That's how they do. These women, they got 3 or 4 dudes that they talking to, and they just playing all of them. They playing all of them, thinking that they're gonna get away with it because, you know, everything now is about thirst trapping, playing dudes, being like a man. You know what I'm saying? Look, when men have a problem with each other, they solve it with fists, a knife, weapons, guns, whatever. They solve it brutally. So if you want to step in that arena and be like a man, the way men serve justice to each other, you got to be ready for that as well. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. She was playing a stupid game, and this dude right here was paying all the bills, and she looked like she got a nice crib right there. And which means she probably is staying in his crib and doing them dirty like that. But that's how they do. Now she want to cry and say stop. When other dude, whoever she was cheating with, when he's about to smash, did she say stop, please? Matter of fact. All right, we got it. See, now we got to go to the scriptures. Give me 1 second, hold on. Give me 1 second, brothers. Okay, Exodus 20:14. That's one of the top commandments. Okay, Leviticus 20:10. It says, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, right? Another Israelite man commit adultery, meaning you sleep you sleep with that man's wife or girlfriend, wife. If that man is banging her, that's his wife. Period. Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So according to the scriptures, if a woman is cheating on her man, then the adulterer, meaning the man, and the adulteress, meaning the woman, is supposed to be served capital punishment according to the scriptures. The only exception is if the man arred that woman. All right. So let's go to Deuteronomy. Now, if that man finds out that it was legit, she willingly laid down with that man, then guess what? The spirit of rage is going to engulf that man. All right. So here's one, right? Verse 25. Let me see. I want to start. All right, let's start at 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, right? And biblically that means a woman that has a man. period. A woman that has a man. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So thou shalt put away evil from Israel, right? Because that will deter that incident from happening again. Because that news is going to spread. Just like, look, there's an Instagram reel of this going on. So Instagram reel, millions of people have watched this. Well, thousands, right? Have watched this. So in this situation, when a woman cheats on her man, everybody watching is supposed to know what the judgment is, so that everybody that knows the situation, they say, oh shoot, I'm not going to do that. And they're going to teach their children not to do that shit, because this is how you're going to end up. You're going to be eliminated, according to the scriptures. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. Verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, right? And this would be in a case as what they would call a woman engaged to a man, all right? Meaning they didn't have the ceremony yet. They didn't come together yet, but she is promised to that man. And when a man and a woman was promised to each other, the whole city knew. They all knew. So it's not like it's a secret. Everybody knew. Verse 24, then ye shall bring them both out to the gate, unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, right? So when if the woman cries out, does not cry out, that means it was consensual. She cries out, that means it was not consensual. It was R. And a very popular thing here in Babylon is that a woman, when she's engaged, before she gets married, she has a bachelorette party. Bachelorette party, they'll have the dancing bunny and, male strippers and all that. And they'll do the most ungodliest things that they will not do for their own husband, right? Or the whole time he was with that man, she'll dangle it like a carrot, that term, they dangle a carrot in front of him, be like, well, if you want to do that with me, you got to wait until we're married. And here it is, the couple nights or whatever it is, the week before the marriage, she has a bachelorette party, and all the things she told him he had to wait for until marriage, right? She's doing it with some male stripper and more. Yeah. Disgusting. That's the reality. That's what happens here in Babylon. This is a reality of Babylon. A wicked, dirty, degenerate, filthy place. And stuff like that is celebrated. So, verse 22, it says, if a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband. Sorry, did I jump? Verse 21, Slakia. Then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of the father's house, and the men of the city shall stone her with stones as she died, because she had wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in their father's house. So shall they put away evil from among you. And I remember that from a long time ago, man. That, the shame. Women would not do certain things because of how their parents would look at them, the reputation that the daughter of the family would have and bring shame upon the house. That was a thing back then. But now that, the house is now single women, that doesn't exist anymore. That doesn't exist anymore. The women, they celebrate each other for wickedness. And if there is any shame that comes about, they'll just defer it to the man. Well, she did it because, she felt she was a victim. You know, the last man left her, or he wasn't treating her right. And so she had to go open her legs and get gang banged by 20 dudes because her man wasn't treating her right. So it drove her to get banged by 20 dudes in one night so that she could feel loved, right? She might have 10 abortions in a row. You know, the father, he was not, the father is not, well, it would be 10 different dudes. They were not steady, and, you know, her father was mean to her mom, so now she doesn't trust men, so when she gets pregnant now, she has to kill the babies because she watched how her father yelled at her mom when she burned the food. You know, somehow it was never their fault. Right? So it says, verse 21, verse 22, it says, if a man be found lying with a woman married, I know, jumped around a little bit. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel. So in this situation, right, according to the verse, according to the scriptures, what's supposed to happen here to her and whoever she's cheating with? What's supposed to happen according to the scriptures? Right, I read it in English. It wasn't a foreign language. So let's play this again.
Show. Come on, tell these motherfuckers how you been cheating on me. How I've been paying all the bills and your ass I ain't fucking another nigga. Nah, come on. Nah, come on, tell them, come on. Nah, fuck this. Tell them. How I've been paying all the bills and you fucking another.
And my whole point is the scriptures say that if she doesn't yell, she's guilty. Right now she's yelling and says, stop, please, no, stop. But when the other dude was plowing her, right, when that dude was plowing the hell out of her, was she saying, please, no, stop, please, no, stop, crying like she is now? Right? Again, they always play the victim. They're always a victim, always the victim.
Shut the fuck up. They right here. Tell them right now.
I mean, you hear that, right? You hear that rage in them, right? Hear that rage? Again, that's a built-in justice system the Most High put inside of a man, right? This dude's not going off. And again, I don't know what happened. You know, you can only imagine what went down after they cut this clip off, you know. But was he right or was he wrong? Again, defer to the scripture. I just read the scripture. What does scripture say? Now, if her daddy was around, maybe her daddy would have read her this scripture here. Because I guarantee you, this chick got a Facebook page where she's thirst trapping, you know. 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And according to what this man was saying here, she looked like she was living in pleasure. Look at that crib. You know, she looked like she got her hair done. I'm pretty sure she got her nails done. This dude's paying all the bills. You know, she's getting smashed by some other dude. She's living a life. She's living a life. And again, these dudes, they don't give a shit. This is a generation that started the MGTOW movement, men going their own way, red pill, you know. They don't care. And when you read the comments, look at the comments. Finish her. She asked for that shit. Can't be out here playing with these men like that. Bet she learned that day, right? In his crib is foul, sis. So how does this end? You know, the dude's laughing. You know, and back in the day, you know, in the back in the day, you know, the Ralph Tresvant days and all that, they would have said, you know, They would have had compassion for her, but they don't give a shit. Look, finish her, raiding. So again, these YNs, they don't give a F. The Most High is raising up that spirit to serve these women again served. Again, to justice, according to the scriptures. They again served. This better be a skit. Nope. Yep. Y'all women seriously need to stay single. If you know you want variety like these men, like what I say, they want to be like men. If you know you want variety like these men, stop letting society spook you. It's not scary at all being single. Yep. Yeah, so, I mean, that's it. They'll never learn. She's only crying because she got caught. Young girls better pay attention. See? Exactly. Whoop that trick. So these dudes, they don't give a F. The Most High is raising up a new spirit out there. Where these YNs, they don't give a shit. So when the time of Jacob's trouble really hit, you know, we deep into it, and you thinking you're gonna get some you're gonna get some compassion from these men. Man, it's gonna be hard out there. It's gonna be hard out there for these women. It's gonna be hard out there. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Oh, matter of fact, let me see if there's any more. Let me see if there's more of this.
Show. Come on, tell these motherfuckers how you been cheating on me. How I been paying all the bills and your ass I ain't fucking another nigga. Nah, come on. Nah, come on, tell them, come on. Nah, fuck this. Tell them. How I been paying all the bills and you fucking another nigga in my house, bitch. Shut the fuck up. They right here. Tell them right now.
All right, well, with that, I'm going to say shalom. All praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Ba'ashem Kakadash. Shalom.